Hello, Governor. GoProChicken show. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This should be an action-packed episode. Maybe to be continued. Rain is on the way. I forget, it's been raining a little bit here and there the past few days, and I needed to get on the bike. I just cranked out some miles on the bicycle, getting that blood flowing. It's all about the blood flow. If you want to be healthy, man, just get that blood flowing. Get some nutrition and eat, get that blood flowing. But I see some darkness looming off in the distance. It's like a metaphor for what's going on right now in the world. Darkness looming. So it's, you know, it's a big city. It'll rain in some parts of the city and not rain in other parts of the city. So I'm hoping that it passes this area by. I never turn on this road. Let's see where this goes. It's definitely on its way. So checked the weather app before I left, and it said 9 p.m. like 50% chance. So if I just regurgitate what I take in, I just talk about all the bad stuff going on in the world, because I just listen to like alternative media mostly at work during the day, and the occasional song, music. I like I have a kind of a playlist. You know, once you watch a few videos, the algorithm kind of causes the same stuff to pop back up in your feed on YouTube. So I've got AFI covering The Cure's Just Like Heaven. It's a really good one, live performance. I listen to some Megadeth, mostly Rust in Peace, and Countdown to Extinction. By the way, Countdown to Extinction and Rust in Peace, oh my gosh. If you listen to the lyrics, it's like Dave Mustaine, the leader of that band, must have some kind of gift in more ways than one, because he's a gifted performer and guitar player, that's for sure. But it talks a lot about like there's a song called Foreclosure of a Dream, talking about people losing their farms and stuff to the government, and there's a bunch of stuff on those albums that you could relate to current times, and those albums came out back in the early and mid 90s. But you know, I have kind of I think this stuff's always going on in one form, shape, or another. So where does that go? I don't know where I am. Both ways looks pretty interesting. I'm gonna go to the right, because that's kind of headed back towards where I live in case it starts raining. I see curves in both directions. So this episode will be about, will GoProChicken get his Ducati rained on, which would be a tragedy. Can't get a Ducati dirty. It looks like it's kind of holding off, like staying over there. Sun's going down. Sun's going down in more ways than one. I know, I just take in like all this negative stuff like all day. Like, I mean, it's the reality, but it's only half of reality. The other half of reality is sunshine and rainbows, like way over there. So like half of the reality is over there in the dark clouds, and then the other half is over there in the sunshine and rainbows. Man, that's just beautiful. I don't think I've ever been on this road before. What's the name? Oh, this is Julington Creek. Okay, I found a shortcut. That's cool. I'm still learning the area. I've only lived over here about a year and a half. Riding responsibly. I like to take out all my, get it all out of my system on the motorcycle track, racetrack. Hopefully things will still be open in like September or October. We'll do another track day. I did the one track day on this bike a couple months ago. It was great. Look a few videos back, you'll see my track videos. Where do we go from here? I definitely don't want to turn left because that's going right into the heart of the storm. I'm just going to stay in the area until I start seeing raindrops. This is one of my favorite roads to ride on. Julianson Creek is really good. The road we were just on, it's kind of scenic and curvy. And then this road is very curvy. So, if things do go south, things get really bad, like the Great Depression and stuff. I don't know about you, but think back to when you were a kid, right? You'd probably never even held a $5 bill in your hand before. You relied on other people to like provide food and stuff. And yet, you were relatively happy, you know? You could go kick a ball with your friends or play in the grass. You can't really do that stuff when you're an adult because it's just weird. I mean, not to mention, like, once you get over 40, you get pretty out of shape sometimes, and you hurt yourself out there playing football with kids and stuff. But what I'm getting at is, think back to when you were even in your teens, you know? You survived that. You didn't have money. You weren't saving up to buy stuff all the time. You just dreamt about it, you know? I think it's a process. If things get really hard, with a little intention, you can just kind of revert back to that state of mind, you know? You just dream about stuff, dream about someday, you know, owning something or doing something. We've got plenty of stuff to dream about, you know? You get really bored. You don't have any money or anything, just go for a walk, go ride a bicycle, kick a soccer ball around in the yard, you know? And you'll feel better after doing stuff like that than you would ever feel like buying something expensive for yourself or doing some fancy experience that cost hundreds of dollars, you know? I mean, for instance, like the track day cost me like $400 because I have to miss work and stuff, and it's a good time. But you know what, I think I've had just as good a time doing other, like, less expensive, even free activities with friends. So you need to make friends. And if your friends are caught up in this whole adulting stuff where you're just like trying to make money and have stuff and blah blah blah, you be the source of the group. You know, you be the source of the new way of living, you know? Say, hey guys, let's go throw a football or play some basketball or something. We don't have to play hard if we're not in good shape or whatever. Just shoot some baskets, do stuff like that. Surely you can find a basketball somewhere. And if they say, well, nah, I don't like basketball, you're like, dude, just give it a try. You'll feel better, guaranteed. And maybe you can coax your friends into following you into the new paradigm. So, no one knows what to expect in the next coming years, the next few years. But it could be a blessing in some ways. I'm sure there's going to be hard times and painful times, but you're going to have those regardless. I think that's why a lot of rich people get depressed, you know, because like you buy all this nice stuff, but you still get bored and lonely and have emotional pain and whatnot, and it's really I don't think it's that much different. You just have a little more peace of mind and a little more freedom. So looks like the rain isn't moving in. So okay, so like sitcoms like Family Matters from the 90s, a lot of sitcoms back then had a happy ending, and on today's episode of GoPro Chicken, it will end on a happy note. We did not get rained on. If it had been a Hollywood movie, everybody would have died. We would have gotten rained on. And anyway. So I'll let the background music be the outro while the credits roll at the end of today's episode. GoProChicken, it's a fun time while he rides his bike. You can ride along and hear him talk. GoProChicken is cool. See you next week, guys.